A moment of silence.
It is sad. Deuce and Domino.
Candice.
The last remnant gone.
Moment of silence.
Candice.
Firing it up one last time for...
Hopefully it doesn't explode.
I hope it doesn't.
We meant to have that as a joke for, like, we figured she'd probably lose the belt in, like, less than 4 weeks.
Yes.
She held that fucking belt for, like, 4 months.
Right. Welcome everyone to WrestleCrap Radio, the longest running episodic wrestling podcast in the history of planet Earth. Woo!
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Believe it or not, kids, this radio program is sponsored, and it's sponsored by our good friends over at We Are the Grim Reaper.net. Did you hear about Ed McMahon?
No, I didn't.
He's no longer with us.
I didn't even know he was sick.
I am very concerned about Walter Cronkite.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
We actually have 2 sponsors to this radio program. They didn't even let the grave get cold.com. Proud sponsors of WrestleCrap Radio. WrestleCrap Radio.
How you doing, goddamn?
Angry Jim Ross, I'm doing swell. Even better now that you've called.
You know why the business has been down a little bit? Because of that goddamn Kentucky grilled chicken.
I saw you shilling that this week on Raw. And I also noticed that you were on Raw again this week.
I'm surprised I didn't have time to call you.
Have you tried the Kentucky grilled chicken? I hear it's quite tasty.
They use mutant chicken. I don't like Colonel Sanders ever tell you about the time I ran into Harlan Sanders.
No, Jim, you've never told us about the time.
I never tell you about Colonel Sanders' outfit.
No,
You ever see the outfit he's wearing?
Yeah.
He looks like a member. He looks like a member of the Klan. Would you want a racist guy serving you chicken dip?
Jim, I don't think Harlan Sanders was a member of the Klan.
And they say Bill Watts was racist. Anyway, I'm really infuriated.
Why would you make these accusations about Colonel Harlan Sanders?
Because everyone's talking about this fucking Kentucky grilled chicken. This KGC stuff they're talking about. Kind of sounds like the KGB.
Yeah,
which reminds me, when Michael Cole and everybody else was talking about how great this fucking chicken was on Raw Monday, I had a piece that shoved it in front of my fucking face. And speaking of KGB, I took a bite in it. It was all pink like that spot that used to be on Gorbachev's head.
Oh.
That son of a Vince McMahon made me fucking work every goddamn show imaginable. I'm surprised he hasn't resurrected Live Wire so I can host it in the goddamn weekend mornings. Surprised about that. What were you talking about? All this yelling, screaming cut off the oxygen to my brain.
How's your wife, Jim?
Fuck yourself.
Jim! Fire up the Faxtrola, kids. Time to talk about obscure wrestling news. It's the wrestling news you're only gonna get right here. Kids, if you want to play along, you can go to warriorgallery.com Not only is it the Warrior Fine Art Gallery, he's now the ultimate knife painter. I use oils, and my only tool is a knife, he says.
What?
That's what he says.
Dude, that does it. I'm gonna do my own paintings. I get tired of this shit. I get tired of people flopping some ink on a piece of paper.
No, Warrior uses a knife.
I'm gonna paint a picture. That does it. Tomorrow I'm going to the art store. I'm going to get some canvas, and I'm going to paint.
Brilliant idea.
I am going to paint a portrait, and I'm going to put it on eBay next week.
Yes, I am going to
time out.
Set your watches by it, kids. I'm sure it will happen. WrestleCrap Radio.
Yes, hello, Mr. Radio. My name is John Thomas, and I'm calling you on behalf of DBR Services.
John Thomas. Blade! John Thomas! Haven't heard from him in a month of Sundays.
Suddenly my blood is boiling, and I myself am thinking of legal things and illegal things to do with this man. And that came out pretty wrong.
Hello, Mr. Breakstown. It's your old chum, John Thomas. The main reason I'm calling is I was given this phone number for one Mr. Mike the Czech. Is Mr. the Czech available at this time, my dear fellows?
Mike?
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
So you're telling me that you're not hunting me here.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that, Mr. Breakstown.
We have a correspondent on this show. His name's Mike Czech. Is that who you're looking for?
No, it says here Mike the Czech. And the last few weeks, I've actually been trying to track this man down in Czechoslovakia, and I have been unable to determine the address that we have been given. The closest thing I could find is a little drive-through shop called Canceled Czech, which is a payday loan / abortion clinic, and Mr. the Czech was not to be found there.
I don't know. I'm afraid we can't help you out, John. If we run into a Mike the Czech, we will send him your way. All right?
That's very good of you, gentlemen. And FYI, Czechoslovakia doesn't know what an Amber Alert is.
Okay.
If you
all right.
What John Thomas is brewing.
All right. Well. Mike N., perhaps Nesmith, writes, I've been playing Mafia Wars on Facebook and recently earned the quote-unquote Slumlord achievement for owning 30 apartment complexes. Do you think Paul Christie would be pleased? What on earth is that? Fellers, it's Mike Chick here. We're at the big celebration for I'm breaking the record this week, I guess. It's gonna be something else. We got everything going on. We got the fireworks already firing off and everything. It's a big old celebration for yours truly, Mr. Mike Chick. Yes, fellers, I knew whenever I came, I've told you, I know how things will play well in a particular market, and I wind up taking things over, and not a surprise to me at all that I've been here that long. I plan on being here for years and years and years.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, go ahead and give Mike Chick a little love. I know you've been wanting to.
You have probably talked about wrestling 2 times.
Well, I tell you what, fellers, it's all these fireworks going off. Did I ever tell you about a different market I worked in? Did I ever tell you about when I worked the Cheyenne, Wyoming market? was...
Thankfully not.
Well, it was, worked at a station that was KBNG. Called it the Big Kabang. I always very much enjoyed that market, and I also changed my name there. I did not work as Mike Czech in that particular market, but I thought that perhaps if I would change my name to something that had something of a fireworks type gimmick, I thought that would play real well, and I just thought that would be good. So I changed my last name to Candle, and I decided to give myself the first name of Roman. It was the Roman Candle.
Hey,
and I
by the way,
I had a couple women DJs, and I don't particularly care for them. They don't really belong on the radio or anything. But,
you are the undisputed sexist champion.
I called them the Sparklers, so it was Roman Candle and the Sparklers, and I thought that would play well. Did a lot of we'd go out and we would do a lot of fireworks show for the Big Kabang.
Can I ask you something? A guy named John Thomas from something called DBR Services was looking for you. Does that name sound familiar to you?
John Thomas from John Thomas, boy. Oh, boy. Nope, never heard of him. Don't know who he is. So, I'm gonna go over here. I tell you what, fellas, I'm gonna get me look at it. There's a friendly, look like an Englishman there. Hey, Limey! Get over here! It's gonna bring me a celebratory cigar here. I'm just gonna light up this cigar here. I'm sure this is gonna be great, fellers. Big celebration of Mike Chick. Time to light up the victory cigar for you, Johnny Sacks.
Fire is such a deadly enemy.
No, we're not going to do it this way. If he's really gone, this isn't how he'd want to go out. It's a dedication to you, Mike Czech. John Parr here on the Whacker.
I can't believe he's gone.
Blew up at a fireworks factory or something. It's where he is now, where the Eagles are flying.
Yeah.
What do you think the odds are that Mike Czech actually worked the market as St. Elmo?
Probably pretty high. What are we going to do now?
Another TNA correspondent on the way, I guess.
Not another open audition. It's going to be flooded with emails. Candice got released. This week at Trolla's website, Cluck Trolla's half off. Woo! Woo! Oh, it sounds like some balking spiders, don't you think? This is about as exciting as your Burger King chips. See what's got.